All right, welcome to Dave's HadeNuFF Show, episode 75.
Grab my
Haven't done one of these in a while. Been doing the Dave and Bear Show, but figured take a break, do the Dave's HadeNuFF Show. All right, how's it going, Grimpachi?
Doing all right, man.
Glad to have you, buddy. How's it going, One Piece Fanboy?
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad to have you. And Arxa, how's it going, buddy?
I want nachos. Babe,
nachos.
yeah. I want taco truck nachos.
Okay, I'll think about it.
All right. I guess we'll start the thing off with the whole thing going on with the Tomb Raider.
Games.
I guess Tomb Raider sold
games.
3 times as much on the PC as it did the Xbox One version. Does this prove that the reason that does this make an example why they're going to do their exclusives to PC? Do people understand? Do you think this is does this show this is why they're going this way, Grimpachi?
Well, I mean, Tomb Raider is not, an Xbox game. It's Square Enix, but
it was a timed exclusive.
It was timed exclusive. I mean, but people putting their games on PC. This has happened since the original Xbox. The majority of the original Xbox greatest games were never exclusive. They were always on PC as well. So I mean, this is just normal to me. I don't really see it as and it's selling more on PC. It kind of makes sense because the PC has a bigger market and it has more people that want to play different things. Xbox guys, they not all of them play different games. They just play the same games they like to play. So it makes sense that it sold more.
What about you, One Piece? What do you think about all this?
Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? But do you, with all their arguments that went on for weeks about the whole Quantum Break thing, and now we got some proof that the PC version of an Xbox One game did well, that Xbox had, remember they were making a big deal about Tomb Raider being exclusive, and it's going to do all this, and then it flopped on Xbox One. Even though I liked the game and it was my game of the year, it did flop. I'm not scared to admit that. But now it's sold almost 3 times as much, on the PC. Is this why Phil Spencer wants to go this way with the Microsoft division?
Yeah, and probably because Tomb Raider is probably a lot cheaper on PC compared to Xbox. Also, a hell of a lot more PC gamers.
You think it has something to do with price? That's why?
It's also just more PC gamers than Xbox gamers. It's just numbers.
Okay, all right. What about you, Ark? So what do you think about the whole thing of the Rise of Tomb Raider selling almost 3 times as much as the Xbox One version?
Well, it doesn't prove that the Xbox version of Tomb Raider flopped. It just proves what I've been saying, that the Xbox One is flopping.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to look at attach rates and things like that. I mean, it didn't sell too bad for as little of an install base as the X1 has, but when you put it to a bigger install base, obviously people want to buy it.
Yeah.
So it just proves that the Xbox One is a complete failure.
Now I want to rebuttal Grimpachi what he said. Now Alan Wake on the Xbox 360 sold 1.34 million units. Okay, on PC it sold 7,000. So that game didn't do great on PC, but it did great on the 360.
Okay.
Well, you said that games always do better on PC usually.
I didn't say that. I said Xbox games go to PC all the time.
Yeah, but you said they usually do better. That's what I thought I heard.
I mean,
I
I don't remember saying that, but they do usually do better. I mean, Alan Wake. Those sales that you're looking at now obviously do not reflect the sales today. That game has sold way more than that on PC. I can guarantee those sales numbers are old.
Oh, okay, so 7. So even if
you gotta think about the countless times that game has went on sale, and that game has been like $1 You know, that game is sold way more than 7,000 on the PC. They're not recording it anymore because they stopped recording sales at the point in time, but that game sold more than 7,000 units on the PC.
Well, I'm just saying on Xbox 360, it's 1.34 million. I don't, even if they lost some records, that's a lot to lose, you know. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like 7,000 versus 1.34 million. But I'm just gonna throw in an example. It right here. It just shows we're going by VG charts. It doesn't. It's not always like that, you know. Can you throw me any examples that games sold so much more on the PC besides Tomb Raider?
Well, like I said, I don't even remember saying that. I just remember saying that the games that are quote unquote Xbox exclusive go to PC all the time. They've been doing that since the original Xbox. The sales numbers, you got. I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't even say that because I don't even talk about sales. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I heard, but I could be wrong. I'll listen to the beginning of the podcast after the podcast. Maybe I was wrong, but
I mean, if I did say that, then I need to retract my statement because I don't even know. I don't know about sales. I don't pay attention to them.
oh,
I just know that the games do go to PC all the time, or sometimes PC games come to Xbox and then they write it off as an Xbox exclusive. They've been doing that since Xbox original.
okay. Well, I mean, obviously it's big news to somebody because it's like the headline fucking news out there right now. I mean, so I don't know. I mean, I just talk about what goes on. I mean, I can understand where people are making a big deal out of it because you have so much fanboys that talk shit and you sit there and go, oh, this game's going to do so great, and then all of a sudden it fucking fails and does better on PC. You know? So is that going to be the same case with Gears of War 4? All it shows is, like, Phil Spencer, why they're doing this is because they're going to make money the other way. They're not making it with the Xbox One. You know, they're losing money. I don't know. That's what I see, and they're making up for it. I don't know. But I guess we don't have much to say on this. Anybody else on this topic? Going once, going twice, sold. All right. The Division is going to have no microtransactions. Now, the problem I have with this is now when a game comes out, you're supposed to praise it because it don't have microtransactions. Like, it's supposed to be like a good thing. I think my opinion, if I pay $60 for a game, I just want the game. You know, I don't have to deal with bullshit half the time. Now it's like, now a gaming developer gets praised for not doing that, where it's something they shouldn't do, I don't think, in my opinion. What about you, Arxel? Are you there? One Piece fan?
Yeah, I think it's a shame that that's where we're at in gaming, like, you know. Yay, this game's not gonna rape you.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can understand if we didn't pay $60, the full price. Okay, they're gonna charge us $20 or something, or it's a free to play. That's fine, whatever. Then throw the microtransactions. But you're paying for a game now that you got to deal with. That should not be. Even if we have to deal with it, I don't think they should be praised like it's a good thing. Oh, there's no microtransactions. Like, so what is this? What a developer is going to brag about? Well, guys, we're not putting microtransactions in our game, but they are. You know, it's just kind of, I don't know. But yeah, I agree with you, Arxel. What about you, One Piece?
I pretty much agree with RXL. Doesn't like really matter. Shouldn't be praised. Shouldn't be, you know, bad. It's just the thing. That's how it should be in gaming.
Mm-hmm. What about you, King Rinpoche? What do you think on it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they should be there in the first place. So it's almost like praising them for doing something they should be doing anyway. I don't think they should have microtransactions.
Yeah, I don't think it's something that nobody should be praised about. I mean, but like RXL said, that's the gaming industry that we're in nowadays. Like, you know.
And that game sucks anyways.
The Division?
Yeah, especially on PC.
Oh, you don't like it? You didn't enjoy the beta?
Nah, it looks like a fucking PS4 game.
It looks like a PS4 game?
Yeah, I got that shit 1080p maxed out, ultra settings, all that shit. And it looks like a fucking console game.
Oh, so it sucks on PC, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, but what about console version? Are you going to get it on consoles?
Nah, I wasn't into the game anyways. It seemed kind of fucking boring.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting it. I just because there's people to play with. I mean, UFC's once UFC comes out, I probably won't be playing it that much that month, much more for a little while. I'll take a break from it for a little bit, but I'll play it till UFC comes out.
Now, UFC is a game I'm starting to get some interest in.
Yeah, I like it. Me and Procrastination, we're very competitive in it. We play it like every day. We've been doing that for like almost a year now. So, I mean, that's one game I take seriously, and I like playing Street Fighter with people now. Mortal Kombat, I'll probably pick up the Combat Pack because I think there's people getting I guess they waited till the XL version. My problem with Mortal Kombat, nobody had it. Everybody said they were going to get it. Then a lot of people didn't get it, or the people that did get it, they didn't play it. Now I guess there's going to be people to play with, so that's why I'll pick it up, the last Combat Pack.
Now, did you join the picket lines for Street Fighter V?
What is that?
The picket lines?
The
The
picket?
complainers?
Because you know Capcom did such a horrific thing to gamers that I think we should all just...
Well, we talked about it on the Bear and Dave show, or Dave and Bear show, but what I do want to talk about with that situation, since we're done with the microtransactions, Hip Hop Gamer came out in a video, and I guess he just fucking defended everything. Now, I'm not going to sit here and defend Street Fighter. I'm not saying what they did was right, but I find it, like I said in Bear Huggers podcast, what is there is more fun than most games that are out right now. What 25% of a game is there is more fun than most games out, in my opinion. You know?
Well, when I see people bashing it, and this is probably the only thing that's ever actually pissed me off on YouTube with these fucking casuals, when I see people saying that Capcom should wait till June to release the game, let me tell all the casuals around the world something. Who the fuck do you think you are? In June, that game will still be on the shelves, and you can buy it when you want to buy it. Don't take the game out of my fucking hands just because you're fucking pissed about fucking casual mode or fucking bot mode or whatever the fuck these fucking casuals are waiting for. Fuck you, you fucking casuals. Mind your own fucking business. If you want the game in July, don't force Capcom to release it in July and take it out of my hands. Why don't you just wait until July? Are you some kind of simple-minded, limp-wristed fucking faggots that you cannot resist yourselves from buying the game right now? Wait till July if that's when you fucking want it.
Or are they going to even buy it at all? You know, are they going to even just buy, you know, are they going to sit there and cry for days and months about a game that they don't even care about?
They're not going to buy it anyways. If they wanted it, they would have bought it already.
You got two types of people out there. People that, well, the thing they got in common, they both cry. But you got the people that will cry about something and buy it anyways, and you got people that cry about something and never planned on buying it, just to cry. They just want to cry, something to cry about. Two types of gamers out there.
It's like they're fucking primates. They're fucking monkeys. Capcom told them exactly what's going to be in Street Fighter V, and they're bitching about it because like they can't resist. Their arms are like, you know, stiff, like going forward towards the register, like must buy Street Fighter, and the other arms like trying to stop it, like no, don't do it.
Wow.
How's it going, Thanos?
What's going on, buddy? How's it going, fellas?
We talked about the Tomb Raider that sold 3 times as much on the PC over Xbox One. We talked about the microtransactions, how nowadays when a developer says, hey, there's no microtransactions, it's like a good thing, I guess. I'm trying to get this thing to... but yeah, now we're on the whole Tomb Raider, or the whole Street Fighter, like hip-hop gamer thing, like when he defended that, and just Street Fighter in general.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Street Fighter's gonna do just fine. More people are just gonna buy it, you know, the more features that they add. And I think a lot of people, because if I was a business guy, right, I would definitely take advantage of the people who want it now. Kind of like the Xbox Elite controller. There's a premium to it. So $150 is too expensive? For a lot of people, yeah. So you take advantage of the people who could afford it right now, knowing that a majority of the people are going to buy it at $99 or less. So I think with Street Fighter is probably the same thing, because we were all informed about what was included in Street Fighter, you know. And so the early adapters, you know, They want to pay 60, let them pay 60. But they know that the real money is going to be when it drops in price, you know, or in DLC, you know. So that games like that are going to generate revenue for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Destiny, you know, it's a steady income through a certain period of time. Well, say what, like a year until Destiny 2 comes out. So Street Fighter 5, you know, you buy it now, you pay the premium. People are gonna bitch because that's what we naturally do. Always complain, especially with media today, you know, social media. Um, that's just the way it is, you know. People like to complain when there's
Yeah,
nothing.
it's like they have a rough life or something, and they look like, like, oh, I can't pay my mortgage this month. I'm gonna go cry about video games on YouTube.
Well, that's the shit. It's a habit. So what they don't realize is that without complaining about something, then they don't have much to say. You
Mhm.
know, it's kind of like when you're angry. When you're angry, you have a lot to say, but when you calm, cool, and collective, right? You're monotone. You know, you're more. You don't say as much. You know, but I think RXL is right. A lot of these guys are just full of shit. They're dumber than a box of motherfucking rocks. It's just the way it is. You know, and so developers see that and they take advantage of it. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is that what kind of message does this send to the developers? This is because you know that these fucking companies, they follow each other. You know, hey, this company A did this and they were successful, so company B is going to be like, hey, let's try it. You know, so same thing happened with DLC. You know, the exact same thing. Companies. This is why we're getting so many different packages of DLC because they're trying to figure out what's the right formula for
Mhm.
us, and they're trying to figure out what we're going to accept in the market. You know, so you're gonna see a lot of different ways of them producing and trying to sell us DLC and shit like that. You know, so if like you said, Dave, last night, if Street Fighter is a 25% of a game, what kind of message does that again? What kind of message does that send to the developers? But
Oh,
I
it's gonna be get this so much done. Get done enough so they have something to play till we can bring them the rest later on.
Right. So that eventually is going to affect, you know, really big AAA games, you know. Um,
Well, what does
but
it do? You know what it will affect? People that like single player games, because most games will be online because they can patch
yes,
it. If you're just a single player gamer that don't
yes,
care for online, you're fucked in today's industry.
I agree with you 100%, 100%.
Single player shit, that's so long gone. It's not even funny. Even the new UFC, like the modes that they had on it for the beta was all
Hmm.
online. Even the My Team mode was all online. You create a player, you go into a match with another creative player of an opponent
Right.
online. It's even this versus mode. It was all online. It was none of that single player bullshit. Which
Right,
is
and
fine by me. I like internet.
yeah, and I hear that the game is fun to fucking play. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, how many of us can remember the very first moment we saw Street Fighter? I can recall it. I went to some type of fucking bodega or like a little bullshit grocery store, and way back in aisle like number 7, way in the back corner, there was this little arcade, and I was fucking mind blown. We cut school to go there, and the first character I picked was Blanca, you know, because he was the most odd looking, you know.
Mhm.
So a lot of these so-called gamers are fairly new, so they accept this new transition of of game without ease, you know. But you know, it's weird.
Yeah, we had a pizza place up the road, and they would always get the newest game that was out, like whether it was Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. And we used to put our
Hmm.
quarters up, and I mean, you get somebody pissed off at you, they'll fight you and you leave. Like I had a gang after me, like because I beat them it was
Yeah.
called KOS, King of Streets, and I remember I was little, like I was scared to death to go to the fucking pizza place and play Street Fighter because I beat one of the dudes, and he used to like he was like 8 years older than me. They don't give
Yeah.
a shit. He
No.
he got mad he was getting beat by a kid. So he would like pick on me when I was only little, so I come to the store, but then I started bringing my brother and he didn't do that shit no more.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I do remember losing some matches on purpose because the guy next to me was much bigger. I ain't
I
gonna
mean,
fucking
everybody
lie.
had their quarters up on the front,
Yep.
and people be fighting over who's next, and that used to be so much fun. They don't. That shit's so long gone now. It's you know, you got your online now. That they said online would kill it. Remember in the Cable Guy, the movie? He's like, pretty soon you'll be able to play your friend in Tokyo, and you know, like,
yeah.
that was all back then. It was just a dream. Like they didn't have, and then it all came true. That's why I think virtual reality, like the Lawnmower Man, like when you watch that movie and he got in it, and I thought I could see that all in the future too.
Mm-hmm.
Virtual reality, I think it'll take off. It'll be expensive, but they'll get it right, I think.
Right. I think so. I think that's you just said the key word. They'll get it right. It might not necessarily be with the Rift or whatever the fuck HTC is doing, or you know whatever Samsung, but eventually they're gonna get it right.
Well, when you get some cool game out there and it's fun to play, like some kind of team deathmatch type shit where you can burst each other with something on your head. I know people might not like. They say they don't like nothing on their head, but when it's actually a cool experience, that may all change.
I think so. I think you're right.
So yeah, so that went on with, and then did you guys see hip hop game? People are mad hip hop, like the hip hop gamers defending, like, I mean, obviously, I want to ask you guys a question. Say you were at a position where hip hop gamer is, where they're just handing him free games, and he gets to do this and that. Would you do what they wanted, or would you not? One Piece fanboy.
I would just do whatever they want. Give me the money and give me the free games.
Well, that's why I said to somebody, I'm like, you're in his position. Like, okay, we're at a low level in YouTube, and so is Hip Hop Gamer. He's 27,000, but he has like an insight to the developers will give him shit. Like he's getting free shit. He does. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hot 97. It's up in New York. He's in with them. That used to be the rap station up in New York when I lived there. So he's making money off this other ways. So to him, maybe in his mind, he's like, wow, I get all my video games free. I do this. I'm meeting celebrities.
Why would you care what a bunch of nerds think about you if you're getting money and free stuff?
Well, they always cry when Boogie sells out and everything, but you know.
Well, Boogie needs to lose some weight before he dies.
Yeah, I mean.
Wow.
That's horrible. What do you guys? What would you do, Grimpachi? Would you be honest and just not take the free games?
I'd be honest.
Okay, so you'd be, if they're saying, hey, here's a new car, it's right out in the parking lot, fucking Ferrari, not that he's getting a Ferrari, but just in general, say you did get up somewhere like that, would you still be honest and not take the car, be like, here's your keys, man, I gotta tell the truth?
Yeah, I wouldn't take the bait.
Okay. What about you, Arxel?
Well, I think Hip Hop Gamer gets so much free shit that he doesn't need to like sell anything for any of these developers.
Well,
it's like he gets so much free shit. He could say what he wants and he'll still get it.
Well, what about that thing that he was promoting in the video, the Street Fighter carrying case that was $400? People were saying.
I'm not sure if that's from Capcom or for some other company. I believe it's one of those cases where you flip it open and it's like your PS4 and it has a monitor in it already and like a mobile console.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what that thing was.
No, but if just in general, if they were like, hey, we're gonna give you, you know, this, that, and this, like, would you do it or no? Or would they say, okay, if you do talk negative about the game, you can only say so much of this? But they, like, obviously Hip Hop Gamers paid because I've never seen the guy give a bad review. I could be wrong, but he's like, yo, this shit is fucking awesome. He's like freaking out in the video, and I remember he's going nuts about Killzone, and I was like, this game's horrible. Like,
well, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, look, Street Fighter V came out, and Capcom is paying me, so I can't do a review for it, or, you know, I can't really say anything negative about it, so take that, whatever I say, with a grain of salt. There's nothing wrong with that. I think Angry Joe said he wasn't going to do a review because he's working on a Street Fighter game.
Was that like a cop-out, though, you think?
No, I think that was the right thing to do.
I mean, do you think, just in general, would you think some of these guys are paid off?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe small fries like fucking BG.
What about Boogie? What about Boogie?
No, because Major Nelson showed up at his house with an Xbox One, and he talked shit about it anyways.
And then Sony put him up in a hotel, gave him all the newest games, and so I mean, somebody's paying something there.
See, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he's going to get paid off from either one of them, so he might as well just stick with the one he likes.
I heard Yoshida gave him his wife. Is that true?
I don't know.
That's what I heard. I don't know. But no, I could see somebody. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, if you're in a high enough position, I see them doing. I don't know. Like, it would depend. I love talking gaming to people, but if they were like, hey, here's a card. I mean, I wouldn't give a fuck. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
It's like if you're the president, right? If you're the president, these huge tobacco companies are going to offer you huge amounts of money to be on their side, and then the anti-tobacco lobby, they're also going to offer you money to be on their side. So it really doesn't matter. There's nothing pushing them towards either one because they're getting paid either way.
Well, if you looked at Hip Hop Gamer's comment section, everybody thinks he's paid off. Like, of that video especially. And I've seen it before with his videos. But he's not a guy I could go to and get an honest review. I don't think so. That's my opinion, But, I don't know. I just was curious. What about, did I ask you, Thanos, that question? What would you do?
Well, I guess it's a moral question, really, because would I do it? No. Because now, honestly, if it was another industry, absolutely. But it's a gaming industry, and I love it, so I wouldn't exploit it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if you saw $10,000 in an empty room, and you knew that if you took it, no one's gonna see you. Would you do it? Now, it's one thing to say it, but when you're really there and there's 10 G's just sitting there and no one's around, really, like, would you take it, or would your morals stop you and be like, nah, it's not right, So. Hip Hop, I think he's just exploiting it. And I mean, you can't hate a guy that's gonna take advantage. If he's gonna take money, then he's gonna take money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember. Like, here's an example. One time I had some shit happen where I was facing some years, and I was talking to somebody in there, and he goes, some dude I talked to in there, we were just talking. And he's like, some dude, he got 25 years, and he ratted on some people. And he told me, he says, you'd be so surprised when people start facing years, what they'll do.
Yeah.
Because I stand by, you don't rat on your friends or nothing like that. You did the time, go take the crime. But when people get 50 years, 20 years, they'll start fucking this person, that. They're like, oh yeah, Bobby down the street, he fucking pushes coke, it's fine. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll even meet him. It's good. Like, that's how they are. It's different under different circumstances. Like where I'm at, I'm gonna be honest as can be in this situation. I wouldn't care. But if it was like you, if it was something to do with something else, who knows? I don't know. But
yeah, that's when the shit, when things get real. PlayStation for life.
yeah.
You're looking at 25 years, buddy. Xbox. Real quick.
Like Thanos, I'm on here and I'll sit here and go on about Nintendo or go on about Microsoft or go on about Sony. I'm called a Sony fanboy, a Microsoft fanboy, and I was even called a Nintendo fanboy at times. I don't know. You can never make anybody happy. You can't.
No, because that's like every YouTuber should really know the audience. So. And I guess the object of the game is to tell your subscribers what they want to hear. That's why I've always say, people who are extremists, all the way to whether it's to the left or to the right, they're very successful. But the guys who are down the middle and try to be non-biased, it's hard to be successful in that area. But it's crazy because it's so fucking contradicting. I mean, you see people who are extreme Xbox fanboys and then PlayStation fanboys, but then in the comment sections you say, well, I'm sick of it. I want someone who's non-biased. Let's just talk about gaming in general. But the most successful people are the ones who are an extremist. Either Xbox or PlayStation. It's just weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's hard to figure it out. And
Uh,
then as gamers, we have a perspective on things. Either we come in these podcasts, we chat amongst each other, we get a little bit of an idea. We read social media, we read articles and journals, we get a little bit of idea, but that still doesn't necessarily reflect the guys, in the office, because they actually see the numbers. In that boardroom meeting, they actually see the numbers, you
mhm.
know. So, and I ain't gonna lie, man. There's been a couple of guys that I bumped into. They claim to be a lot of things, and you do a little investigating, you find out, dude, you ain't played shit. You just saw a fucking trailer.
Yeah. Well, there's some like people in this community. I watch some of them. They'll say they do this and that. You never see them playing games at all. Like
Hmm.
I said in one of my videos, you look on their channel, you may find some gameplay. It's like finding fucking Bigfoot on that channel.
Yeah.
There's a Bigfoot sighting. It's gameplay.
You gotta take pictures and tell everybody about it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I seen a video of Dr. Trey just saying how great he is and how he was going to just beat up Black Bond in Street Fighter, and then he goes 0-10.
Oh wow.
I don't even think he won a single round.
That's horrible. Not even a round. I mean, you should at least win one round if you're gonna talk shit. I mean, I've talked shit with people and I've lost, but I mean, I understand where Dr. Trey was coming from in his video. He says, he says the more you compete with people, you get better as time goes on, even if that person beats you. But you should like at least win a couple rounds. Like even though, like when me and Procrastination go at it, he'll beat me a lot, but I beat him too, But I do admit he is better than me. But there's times where I'll just go on a rampage and beat him for weeks, and then he'll beat me for weeks.
And was Street Fighter like a game like Street Fighter? I haven't played Street Fighter in years. I can't remember the last one I
And
played.
that's the good thing about this one. You don't have to fucking practice. It's like the old one. They slowed it down. It's not like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you, Dave, because I remember like with Street Fighter, like if you play a lot, yeah, you're naturally going to get good. But if you put that game down and don't touch it for like 3 or 4 days, you're rusty as fuck. It's
Well,
like
that's like
equivalent to like not touching it for a
no.
year.
That's a lot of games. Like the person that sits on COD all day long. I mean, even though COD's an easy game, that person's still going to get more kills than you. And if you haven't played in a couple days, you're going to be rusty. It's just like any game. But I would say Street Fighter, this one is way. This one is definitely made for people that have not played the game. Like it is a.
They dumbed it down. They dumbed it down.
No, it's just they made it so anybody can get on there and actually play, but it's still fun. Like you don't have to know these crazy ass combos. Now the new Mortal Kombat, I played some people, you won't even have a chance with them motherfuckers. They'll get you in a combo and it'll be over with. Like it just they keep going and going.
I think they dumbed Street Fighter down a little bit.
Like what do you mean dubbed it down? I just think they don't go crazy with the combos.
Well, like so, which is more of a tournament? Like as far as like complexity, like really a whole bunch of combos. You got to like master the game. Would it be
That's
Mortal Kombat
Mortal
or
Kombat.
Killer Instinct?
That'd be Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct is.
Yeah, but Killer Instinct, you can press buttons and get away with. I can do a 30-hit combo to smashing buttons. Do that with Killer Instinct or with Mortal Kombat. I doubt it.
The learning curve on Killer Instinct's a lot higher to pull off a lot of their combos.
The Mortal Kombat.
I think so.
How many of a what's the hit combo? What's the highest combo you can do on Mortal Kombat?
I mean, well, I haven't played it that much, so I'm not that good at it.
Mortal Kombat.
Me personally,
combos
maybe like
go
7
to
or 8
like-
hits.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat combos go to like 10 hits, 11 hits maximum. They don't go that high.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like the combo, like the how you have to input how you do the combos in Mortal Kombat, I think are more technical in Mortal Kombat, in the new one at least. It's because you can't. It's like you have to hit them rolling like real fast too, and you have to do it perfectly. That's why I didn't care too much for it. Like I was playing my buddy McNeil, and he's real good at it. Like I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see somebody. I don't know. In my
Well, that's
opinion, I
why-
would say Mortal Kombat's harder.
Well, that's why I say they kind of dumb down Street Fighter, because you can pull kind of combos off on the fly just by your own like instincts and timing.
Yeah.
rather than learning a bunch of combinations. I think it's for the better that they did it that way. It's kind of a more technical game, more of a timing thing, strategy thing. I think it's for the better for tournaments and stuff.
Yeah. See, Mortal Kombat, you have to be quick with that shit. Like, you have to put them in right. I mean, it's not. That's a hard. I mean, to do the shit in that game, it's kind of hard. Like, you check out some videos on some people doing it. It's like with Jason and certain characters. But that, hey, you might be real. Did I ever play you in Mortal Kombat?
I don't think so. I haven't played the game very much.
I'll have to play and we'll see. But what were we on? What were we told? We ran off topic a little bit there. I was off in another world, I guess.
With Hip Hop Gamer being a sellout.
Oh, okay. So what about like Lord Scamhugger says, Killer Instinct is easy to get into. That's what I thought. I was doing like 30 hit combos right in the beginning with Spinal.
Would it be fair to label it as, easy to play, hard to master?
That's two. I mean that is two. To me, I just thought Killer Instinct out of the bunch was like the easier one. I thought. Like, that's a game you could definitely go in there just pressing buttons and just fucking do all kinds of crazy shit.
Well, Dave, you play both, right? Like Street Fighter V, obviously, and Killer Instinct. But did you play Killer Instinct, like, that first week or day one? Because I'm trying to figure out which one was more of a bare bone package. Was it Street Fighter V or the original Killer Instinct on the Xbox One?
I don't know. You see, Killer Instinct you're buying it by like packs. Like,
I believe when Killer Instinct launched, it only came with like a couple of characters.
Yeah.
And then the season launched, or maybe even the first season launched with like a certain amount of characters.
Was it like
it was pretty bare bones. I think it was more bare bones.
Yeah.
But it wasn't $60, was it?
No, it was free.
No.
It was a free to play game.
It was free. So they got away with it because it was.
You have to buy the characters unless you want to play the rotating character every week.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like it's free to play, but it's more like play this character free for a week, but if you want to play the game and actually play the game and pick different characters, you got to buy that pack, or buy a single character if you're going to just use that character. But it's not like everything's free. Like, you can't earn the characters can you, Grimbachi?
Nope. You gotta buy them.
Earn the characters.
It wouldn't even matter because Killer Instinct is not Street Fighter V on any level.
But Killer Instinct is a good game. I do like it, but I just didn't get into that one that much. I like the Street Fighter more. I think Street Fighter is one of the better fighting games out right now. I'd say it's the best one out right now, to be honest. That's just me.
Dave, what is the gripe? Like what's the main thing about Street Fighter V that people don't like?
Oh, they want a story. They want a arcade mode. They want all this shit. That most people are just gonna play online against their friends. Mm-hmm. They got that.
They want a story mode with CGI.
Oh, like The Order 1886. Okay, I remember that.
Well, do you know
Mortal Kombat? They want all the features of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and if you look back months ago, go back some months, they were dogging fucking Mortal Kombat for their combat pack. They're like, oh, this is a terrible game. You have to buy more characters when they're giving you 26 off the fucking rip. Like, it's funny how like things reverse over time, But it's funny, like, if something don't have a story in it, I notice nowadays they cry about it. Like, they think every game has to have this fucking story. Like, no games you just play for fun. Like, everything has to be this like fucking Michael Bay story or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And
like,
these complainers are not going to go through story mode with every character. Let's quit lying, you fucking casuals.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the issue. Like, they just something to cry about. But am I gonna sit here and say the games, like, the problem that bothers me, like like I was doing a live stream. Like I won 3 ranked matches in a row. But those 3 ranked matches took way too long to do because I had to wait 5 to 10 minutes between each match to find a match.
Oh, that's a lot better now.
Oh, that got better because this was 2 days ago.
Yeah, they patched it. I'm playing it right now.
Okay, so see,
Yeah, I've been playing it all day, and matches are pretty quick to get into now.
Okay, well we'll see on my I might live stream it tonight. Hopefully it is right because I was playing I got away from the ranked matches just because they took so long to get into, and I just played the other matches, the I guess casual, because they popped right up. It wasn't a problem to get into them. And then somebody's like, "Oh, you're playing the casual or whatever." I was like, "I can't get into ranked. I sit here forever, you know." And then I just fucking left it there and go make me a sandwich and come back. And then I'm like, "Oh, I'm in a match."
Yeah, that was an actual issue that I could see people complaining about.
Yeah, that was an issue. That was my issue with the game. I still haven't played their little story mode. What they got that not story. What is it? The story mode. The 3 or 4 matches you get like you get some kind of like art and stuff.
But then again, I wasn't expecting the game to work at all day one as far as online. I don't know why these people are shocked. Like, whoa, online's not working day one.
But is it acceptable? That's acceptable, RXL?
Well, no matter how many beta tests you do, there's just no way to fix that until you release it.
Well, the one thing they were saying with Mortal Kombat, that actually worked day one. Like, that was doing good.
I mean, they deserve a lot of praise for that.
But is that the industry we're in now? Praise the developers that have a working game day one and the ones that don't. Like, it's crazy.
As far as online is, I mean, I'm not like an IT guy or anything, so I wouldn't know, but I'm pretty surprised when a game works online day one.
One Piece, what did you tell me when me and you were playing the match when we got kicked off the server? You're like, oh, that's this Capcom clearing the server.
Oh yeah, cause they kept turning it off like so many times. I'm like, there's no way like they're fixing it. They're just turning it off so enough people can leave, and the server wouldn't be exploded.
Yeah, it wasn't that they were doing maintenance. They were just knocking people off so other people can play.
And they do that. Believe me.
But
they want everybody to get a chance.
I mean, I mean, at least that last week we talked, or when we did the Dave and Bear show, we covered Street Fighter. We talked a little bit more about it. This was the last time I mean, I think Street Fighter is a good game. We will talk about when they get updates and stuff like that. But right now, with all this bitching and moaning about the game's good. I have to say, yeah, it has its problems.
How come nobody's talking about just how fucking polished the game is, the actual game itself?
Yeah, the game looks great. The game, the actual gameplay, I think they did a really great job. I don't know. It's me, I guess. On RXL and a couple other people.
I think they would have all been happy if Capcom just would have came out and said, this is early access. If it had that little label, then they would have all been fine.
Well, they're bitching, too, about Guile being in the Season Pass and Belrog, but they do say you can earn the characters. Even though your hands may have to bleed before you get them, you can still get them for free. So.
I'm just buying the Season Pass. I've come to the conclusion that these AAA games, these big games, they cost more than $60 now.
Yep, that's correct. All right.
We're still talking about Street Fighter?
Yeah, we're still talking about Street Fighter. What about did you play Plants vs. Zombies RXL? I know you picked it up, right?
My wife picked it up.
Is that pretty
funny
good?
thing about the people bitching about how games are $60? I actually got it for about $30, and Amazon delivered it, and the case was cracked because they, for some reason, decided to ship it with like a 30-pound dumbbell. And so I called Amazon. They shipped me another copy and said I could keep the other copy. So I got 2 copies of that game for $30.
That ain't bad. Can't go wrong there. I mean, there's so many. Another thing too. There's so many deals Like, if you just apply yourself to, like, looking at Best Buy and going and getting that $30 card that's for 2 years, because I know most people have the $15 card at GameStop. Just buy a $30 card. It's the same price, really. It's $15 a year, and you got some fucking killer deals on games. 20% off, and then most games give you, like, that come out, like The Division, they'll give you another $10 back. It's ridiculous. Like, you'll get games cheaper. You will not have to pay $60. You know?
Well, lately with Best Buy, they haven't been sending me my pre-order bonuses.
You know what? I bitched at them so much they didn't send me my betas. I didn't get my beta for Rainbow Six, and I didn't get it for another game, and I didn't get it for Hitman. So I bitched at them, and they sent me a $10 gift card, but I still never got that beta. But
Yeah, Best Buy customer support isn't that good.
Yeah, but 20% off on a game, that still ain't bad. I'll deal with the bullshit.
Yeah, it's still better than GameStop.
Yeah, it's way better than fucking GameStop. But there's deals out there. I mean, you just gotta look. They have that cheap ass gamer thing that RXL showed me a while back. I think it was RXL showed me. I mean,
Oh shit! I can't imagine cutting out coupons and shit. Oh fuck.
no, not you. No, cheap ass gamers. This is the thing that tells you where there's deals going on. Like, they tell you this big list of deals that day with games.
Oh. What is it again?
Yeah.
It tells you all these deals. Like, it told me they're like, it'll even tell you if they're giving you like a 50% trade-in bonus at Best Buy that week. They tell you every kind of deal you can get with games.
If you can trade in your Xbox PS4, get $200 at GameStop.
You'll get a lot of the ads early too, like Best Buy ads, so you'll know what's going to be on sale in a week or two. You can hold off if you want to.
I mean, if you apply yourself a little bit,
Yeah.
you'll find deals.
If you have Amazon Prime, like I have it for the free shipping, they also give you 20% off of not only pre-orders, but like 2 weeks after the game is released, you still get the 20%.
Yeah, I mean, there's deals out there. It's just people gotta look. I mean, they do say PC's cheap, but consoles have deals, and then you got flash sales. I mean, the funny thing is, nobody likes digital games. They all want the physical copy, but if you'll bite the bullet and get the fucking digital game, you'll get them real cheap, you know?
Like anybody's paying $60 for console games still is a fucking retard.
Yeah.
Look at Quantum Break. Quantum Break's gonna come out, and it's gonna come with a free code for the PC version. A lot of these PC gamers are gonna buy it, and get the code for the Xbox One version and sell it on eBay for like $30. A lot of the Xbox One gamers are going to take that PC code and sell it on eBay for like $30. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
They buy these bundles with like Tomb Raider and sell that code on eBay dirt cheap.
There's all kinds of deals everywhere. What's up, video game lover? Are you there, video game lover?
Sorry, I just had to do something. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, cool. What do you think about all this with everything we've been talking about?
About,
deals with games, like people crying that there's no deals with console games, Street Fighter, whatever. Have you been listening to the podcast, or?
It is what it is with them.
All right.
They want to complain, let them complain.
Now, you sent me something interesting on Skype. You said there's I wasn't aware of this. There's a civil war going on with Nintendo?
Civil war between certain fans. About apparently there's like this us versus them kind of talk on how they sometimes would mention Sony or Microsoft, and they kind of lead their conversations into console wars. So that's why people like Levelhead Gamer kind of he kind of made that video just to call them out on it. And then Mr. T took it the wrong way, thinking that he was talking about him terminating juice and active game of life, and then now it ended up turning into a civil war again. So it's kind of crazy. This civil war is kind of still going.
Is Nintendo involved in it?
Oh, what was it?
Is Nintendo fans involved in it?
Just them entirely, but I wouldn't be surprised more others just join in.
Oh, another 3?
Yeah,
Another
The
3 guys.
additional 3.
Hey,
That's
is
a whole
the
fan
time?
base right there.
What is the time span between the release of Bayonetta for the Wii U and their next like major exclusive?
No, and we were talking about this earlier. Okay, so Xenoblade was their last big hit. Okay, that sold how many copies, One Piece Fanboy? 750,000?
Yeah.
So what are they, okay, if they didn't get that, what have they been playing for the longest? Fucking Smash Brothers? Or
Yeah,
Mario,
Smash came out in 2014.
because Mario, Yoshi, and Xenoblade, I think all came out like the same time period.
Yeah, after Xenoblade, they have not gotten a major exclusive right now.
They're
is
still playing Smash and Mario Kart and Splatoon and pretending that they're still very into it.
is that acceptable? Like Nintendo's business practices of how they're doing this stuff? Their game releases?
No.
You know, the Nintendo fans want to point the finger at Street Fighter, but didn't Splatoon launch with like 2 maps?
But see,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like Splatoon, I feel started that shit. Like I don't remember a game before that doing that. Like most games that came out that weren't complete, people just shat on it and said don't buy it, or it was labeled as early access, like you said earlier, RXL. Splatoon comes out and it barely gives you anything and all that. And honestly, I couldn't get 100% mad at the Nintendo guys because if you talk to them, a lot of them don't play shooters online, so they probably don't get that your 2 maps ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? That sounds probably good. You know, to some of them. I'm not saying all of them are ignorant, but I'm just saying some of them are.
Well, for example, I saw Real Gamer 27 doing a rant about, he's been going on about Street Fighter, how it's not right, blah, blah, blah. You know, but he's a big fan of Street Fighter. He grew up on it, and that was the game that was going to make him buy PS4. So now he's not going to buy PS4 because Street Fighter came out like that. But he was a day one buyer of Splatoon.
That's where that contradiction appears, man. That contradiction.
The biggest excuse that I hear a lot of people say is that, well, Splatoon was a new IP. Street Fighter, you know, it's always had these modes that we don't have, and I'm just like, yeah, I get that, but the point is that like, even if Splatoon was a new IP, even people who love that game, like at first they didn't say nothing, but you know, and now that all the content's out, they'll admit, yeah, when it came out, it wasn't a full price game. But see, the thing is, like I said, that people buy games. I don't know another industry where people are cool with giving people full price for not a full product. It just, to me, that don't make sense.
Active Gamer Live made a video about that, how Street Fighter Splatoon was nothing like Street Fighter 5.
No,
Yeah,
they're the same.
we got people buying Splatoon day one, but bitch about Street Fighter. But supposedly they're a huge Street Fighter fan, and it didn't add up at all.
And you know the number one thing they would say when you brought this up about Splatoon is, well, all the DLC is going to be free.
So is Street Fighter.
That's the thing.
I mean, I want to know, are you guys okay with this? Let's see. We'll go down the line. Are you okay with like Splatoon and Street Fighter, how they give you part of the game and later on you get the rest? RXL.
Well, I could wait for Splatoon if they were to delay that. I don't want to wait for Street
No, but I'm
Fighter.
just saying in general, like a game comes out, looks really cool, like if you want it, would you be okay with getting the part of the game here and the rest that they add on? Like for example, the online's there, and they're gonna put more in it down the road. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm obviously okay with it. I bought both Splatoon and Street Fighter day one.
Okay. What about you, Thanos?
I would have to say no, and not easily, you know, because you know video games are very addicting, and you know when you're at the store or whatever, it's on sale, and you see that game just dangling in front of your face, you have that impulse. To me, I wouldn't get it because of the message behind it, you know, because developers are going to take advantage of that. They're going to take advantage of it. If it's successful, that's a message them sending them out saying, look, let's take advantage of it, you know. And so games that are not even like worthy of that practice are going to try to pull it off.
Oh, okay.
You know.
All right. What about you, One Piece fanboy?
Yeah, if it comes out for free, I'll just pick it up what I wanted, or if I want it day one, I'll just wait for the new content to come out. It's free. Who cares?
Okay, I'm with you on that because I mean, to me, this industry or to this generation's like take what you can get. That's the way I look at it. You know. What about you, King Rinpoche?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't. I'm not down with that.
Okay. I just wanted to ask what people what they think. I think if there's enough there, like Street Fighter, for me, I play like I play the online anyways with that game. Same thing I did with Mortal Kombat. Same thing I did with UFC. I didn't even beat the career mode in UFC. I just play online. That's all I do. So as long as they got what I want there, day one, I'm good. I don't care. You know.
Yeah, I'm not down.
And like I said,
Video
like
game.
I said earlier, when that full version does come out, you still have the option to wait and get it when it's fully released, all the content.
Video game lover. What about you? I forgot you. I just remembered you were in here too.
I'm not down with it as well. No.
So you guys want like King Rinpoche, and you want like Game of the Year edition or like Mortal Kombat XL? Like you would rather like that type of edition?
I mean, I would rather them give me full content or adjust the price accordingly. That's what I would rather them do. Like, you know, like I said, $60. I'm not getting $60 worth of content. Why would I give them all that money? You know.
Where do I just want to know too? Where do we come up with the $60 price tag to know that's what we like? When I look at a game, should I have to hold it to Call of Duty standards? I get a campaign, a multiplayer, but where's the rule book? That's all I know.
It's according to the individual. Like that's a decision you make. Like for example, Street Fighter. I told you guys earlier, all the Street Fighter 4, the different versions of Street Fighter 4, I've never paid more than $20 for those games because I didn't feel that those games were worth more than $20. So you know they don't give you anything to do in the game. Not enough for me.
So let's say Street Fighter came out the way it is now. What would you think the price should be?
And they ain't giving me nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit should be probably I don't know, like what we talking about? If I had to pay money,
yeah,
$15.
15, yeah.
Okay, 10. So they release it right now, and then it's $15, and then March comes with the update for the full story mode and everything. Do you think you should have to pay for that update another $15?
Yeah, you added more content. Why wouldn't I have to pay? If the game came out for $15 and then you're adding new shit, like and it's an expansion or DLC, I mean you pay most of the time you pay for DLC.
But that's the model that people are complaining about now. Oh, DLC. Oh, there's so much DLC.
Yeah, it's like
the model is still going on now. It's just reverse. Instead of like you're paying $60 to get half of nothing, not knowing if you're ever going to get the rest of the shit. You may not never get the rest of those characters. Think about what Capcom's saying. They said they're considering arcade mode. You know what to consider? They're considering it. They're not telling you. You know, they're thinking about it. They may not give you anything. They could say we're done, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. They can't sue you. You can't do nothing about it.
I could report them to the Better Bureau of Business.
Well, how can you do that? Did they ever say you were going to get more content, or they said more is to come? More is to come. May not.
No, they've officially made statements about what the content was, what you're getting, when you're getting it.
You know what?
That may not always happen. There's a lot of stuff that gets canceled, and I don't hear those people getting sued or anything happening to them. Stuff happens.
Well, what would happen? This is what would happen. It would be like almost like you look at that company and that's their impression on them, and you wouldn't buy their next game. That they're ruining their.
If they did that, you're saying they would be ruining their image.
Yeah, that's what
all the other things they've done. Capcom has done fucked up shit for a good minute now, and no one's their image. They're gonna buy the shit anyway. Like I think gamers, a lot of people have come to the point. These developers could literally shit in your mouth, and people will be like, "Oh, that was fucked up when you shit in my mouth that time." But you got any more games for me?
Well, it's kind of like what happened with Mortal Kombat X. Look what they did with the PC guys. You know what was it? Fight Pack 2. You know that DLC is
you're not like that's a good example. I kept telling people I don't think it's right what they did, but at the same time, look, Combat Pack 2, they're clever with their words. They are business. They never said that they were getting Combat Pack 2. They said you were getting Combat Pack 1. They never even announced who was getting Combat 2. They just said more DLCs to come. They never tell you who was getting the DLC. So when the PC version don't get it, they're slick. It's a company. They don't have to give them Combat Pack 2. I think it's fucked up, but hey, look.
Let's apply this to another industry like the music industry. Say Kanye came out with a new album, and you just feel you didn't get your money's worth. You say, do you say I only want to pay for 2 songs, or that I wouldn't buy that album?
Well, that's a weird scenario. Like, what do you mean? You mean Kanye? Well, he did just come out.
Say it to another industry. Like when you buy an album, sometimes the songs suck. That's what I'm trying to show you. Like not every.
Oh well, I mean, I think that's different because that's just I didn't like what I bought. Like that's like for example, you go to a restaurant and the food is clean, nothing's wrong with it. You didn't like it. And sometimes you'll complain and just like, well, not it's really like you just tell them, look, I really didn't like this. And depending on if you ate a lot or not, like if you ate like took a bite or something, I just really don't like this. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't like it. Can I get something else? They may swap something out with you and be nice to you, but at the same time, I mean that's a little different. That's just you don't like what you purchased, not that there's something missing or something's wrong. You just don't like what you got. You know,
I just see a lot of these streamers on YouTube, like they give me the impression like they're the dudes that go to the movies and go watch a movie at the theater and go cry at the fucking ticket booth that the movie sucked and want their money back on every movie. Like they just see stuff like that with these people. Like that's the impression I get from a lot of people.
I mean, I fully understand why some people are either complaining or they have a problem with the Street Fighter thing because, like I said, it's just I don't know any other group of people, any other industry that are cool with giving people all your money, and you don't get all the stuff.
This is what I don't understand. Like,
you don't give someone $5 for a Nick bag, and you don't get your weed. You don't do that.
You ever bought anything online?
You may be surprised on that one.
Well, if you're stupid, I guess.
I'm trying to figure out like what group is complaining.
Surprised when people are desperate what they'll take for drugs.
Well,
Is
it
the guys who haven't purchased Street Fighter, or the guys who have purchased Street Fighter that's complaining?
Well, you got to ask yourself this, Thanos. The people who probably bought Street Fighter probably are fully aware, because I know some people who they play it casually and they are saying that, damn, I didn't know it wasn't this. Well, they don't follow the game industry, but they didn't know it was going to be that bare bones, and they don't like it either. But at the same time, they don't follow the industry. The people who bought it now that knew what was going on, or they're probably diehard Street Fighter fans, so they're probably willing to be like, oh, that's fine, because they like Street Fighter a lot. So that's probably why you don't hear them complaining. They like the game. They're not gonna say anything. They like what they're playing right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's been a lot of controversy about Street Fighter, I guess. I mean, but I think do you guys is it just me? But just about every game that comes out, there's a lot of controversy around it.
Because people want excuses not to buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the people that are complaining are the pundits, the people that get on YouTube and talk about shit that they'll never buy, that they have no interest in. Can you imagine if I uploaded a YouTube video about what little content Smash Tennis on the Wii U or whatever the fuck that tennis, Mario Tennis? Like if I complained about its content, like I have no interest in that game. Why would I even upload a video about it? But that's what they're doing with Street Fighter.
Sometimes, like, I get to the point with YouTube, sometimes I just feel it's a waste of breath making certain videos. Like, why even say something? They're just going to do something anyways. You had one guy, this is funny, like with Street Fighter, I watched this guy, what's his name? Anchorman V. He was in a video. He cried about the Street Fighter game, Street Fighter 5, and then in the same video defended Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Like, all in the same video. He bashed Street Fighter, but then defended them upping the price to $50 for the season pass.
Well, that's probably because Anchorman V. Look at his avatar. It's a vault boy. It's the vault boy guy. He likes Fallout. So you know what I'm saying. And see, I'm a lot different. I like shit, but see, how'd I put it? I don't like things because of the name or who made it. I like it because it was good. You know what I'm saying? It's just like right now, me and Thanos are cool. I like Thanos. We're cool, right? But Thanos stopped acting how he is today, and I don't like how he changes. I don't like Thanos no more. You know, he's still himself. It's just I don't like what he is now. So we're not cool no more. That happens, you know. But some people, they just like the name. Like Fallout 5 could come out and it could be garbage. You know,
No,
it's
like,
Bethesda. They make garbage games, and I love them because it's Fallout on the title. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I've always been saying, you know, I'm a fan of the product and not the brand. You know, that's just the way it is. You know, I
Yeah, you
mean,
have people though out there like Rapachi said that just will die for Sony, and that's it. They love Sony, and everything Sony comes out, they will praise it. Like I see guys cheering up fucking games you never think they play because it's a big game that's coming to Sony, indie game or something that they just trying to cheer up. You know they never
yeah.
play a game like look at, for example, Bloodborne. How many guys that ran out and bought that never really played a game like that, but bought it just because it was an exclusive that they could hear about?
Oh, a lot of them did that.
yeah.
Now, if Bloodborne was on the Xbox One, that game would have been fucking dogged, big time. It would have been trashed. But since it was on the PlayStation, oh, it's great, you know, love it, you know.
I don't think it would have been bashed on Xbox. I think it would have just been
Not purchased.
ignored. Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm
mean-
just saying but I'm saying it wouldn't have got the praise that's what I'm trying to say. It wouldn't have got the praise it got like it's on the PlayStation.
And the thing I don't get is like if people were comparing Street Fighter to Killer Instinct, is that Killer Instinct came out and it was free to play and people knew it was free to play. Now a lot of people didn't like that. They rather them make a full title, all that stuff. But like some people were trying to say that Street Fighter is in a better position than Killer Instinct, and I'm like, that just doesn't make sense to me because it's like Killer Instinct, you don't get a lot of content, but you didn't pay for it either. Street Fighter, you pay for it, you don't get it. You get barely any content, and you may not get that content ever. Like I really want people to understand that they could just say fuck it, and then we won't get it.
In the Street Fighter, like Street Fighter,
You could say that, but will they? No.
I mean, I don't know. Well, I remember Tekken versus Street Fighter, what they did to that. See, that's the thing. Like Capcom has burnt me enough for me to say I need to watch what they do. Like Tekken versus Street Fighter came out, content advertised for the Xbox version never came. It's on the box. I think they got sued. It didn't. I don't even think it mattered. They still went through it. They went through with the bullshit. Like the characters on the disc done. Even some of the exclusive PlayStation 3 only characters on the 360 disc, but you can't use them. Like it's they do fucked up shit too much for me to even rush out and buy a Capcom game, personally. You know, but that's because of the past events. Like, you know, this ain't Capcom's first.
That they ruin their. It's gonna be like this. If you can't trust that company, you don't buy from them no more. You can't trust Capcom, so you don't trust them in Street Fighter.
Well, but Sony's on board too, right, Dave? I mean, they're on board with this.
Who's on board?
Sony. Didn't they put a good portion of the money in to fund the game?
Yeah.
So I would imagine Sony has, you know, some type of decision making. You know, or is it all just Capcom?
Well, the Evo's coming up. Didn't they want it out for the tournament? That was like the big thing.
They're trying to compete with Smash at Evo.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
You know, from what the Nintendo fans tell me, that's the number 2 most popular fighting game at Evo.
Yeah, I saw that on your
Street Fighter.
Any more on this subject, guys?
The Smash Brothers a fighting game?
The Smash Brothers a fighting game. I think it's a
Not in my opinion.
party game. But it is fun. I like Smash from what I played. It wasn't bad.
Is Mario Tennis a sports game?
I guess if you're a Nintendo fan. I was told it was a sports game the other day. They told me that.
Mario Kart Daytona. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Other gaming news. I guess Doom's gonna come out on 1080p, 60 frames, all consoles. Do you think that's gonna happen, guys?
I think they're gonna do what they did. I think before it's like that. It's the same thing Gears 2 did on console. It's not. I don't think it's native. It's what's the shit Killzone did online.
Dynamic.
Dynamic.
Yeah, that is. I think it's that because they did that same shit with the last game, Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
So they're probably gonna do it again. That's probably why, you know.
That's the thing. I mean, when it's dynamic, it is not 1080p. Does it achieve it? Yes, but for the most part, no. It's not native. It's word trickery. It's wordplay that they do. You know, it's a cheap version of 1080p, kind of, sort of, maybe. That's how it is.
It's sometimes 1080p.
Sometimes 80p. It's just 1080p. It's 1080p. That's what it is.
I seen the breakdown of the Division and how their dynamic resolution works on the Xbox. Like, you'll literally walk up to a building, and it's 720p, and then you walk away from it. Oh, there it goes. It's 1080p.
I'll be honest. Like 1080p to 900p, I can tell the difference. But like when you're moving and in your emotions, I mean, I have to really analyze the monitor, you know. But it's pretty hard to tell, you know. It's pretty hard to tell.
Other gaming news, I guess. I hate to go back to the season pass thing, but Xbox Major Nelson calls season pass dangerous for multiplayer. Praises Halo 5, how they did their thing. I guess he's praising how Halo did their free DLC and the season passes. He says it's dangerous, I guess.
Are you still playing Halo?
I played the multiplayer here and there. I haven't played it in a few weeks, but I did play it with David Maddox not too long ago.
I played it the other day.
Interesting story. I was at work the other day, and this guy had a Halo ringtone. I was like, oh man, is that the Halo ringtone? He said, yeah. I said to him, I said, did you play? He asked me. Yeah, he asked me, he said, did you play Halo 5? And I said, yeah. I said, I didn't like the campaign too much. He's like, oh, but did you play the other ones? And I said, well, the main series, I only missed 3's ending. He says, oh, if you play them all, he says, you'll love 5. So that's a person that, like I said in Bear Huggers podcast, that does not follow gaming news, does not sit on the internet all day and watch gaming news. He liked Halo 5. You know? So there's people that like it, you know. You know, so I was telling him like some of the shit people say, and he's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's like, man, you got to play them in order, man. You'll love it. You'll understand the story so much better.
It's a good little game. It's a good little B+ player. It wasn't a masterpiece. I mean, let's face it, Microsoft hasn't had an exclusive masterpiece since 2011.
Sunset Overdrive.
No.
Sunset Overdrive, I would say it's better. I liked it better than Infamous Second Son because I rate them games kind of like in the same. I don't know, it's kind of same. It gets repetitive, but that's like any game. I did like Sunset Overdrive. I like the ending and stuff. Did anybody pick up Far Cry Primal?
Nope.
What you guys thoughts about that? What you seen? I heard there isn't many weapons, but you are in the Stone Age, so it wasn't.
I picked it up.
Huh?
I picked it up.
Oh, how is it?
I put maybe 2 hours into it, and it is it's very, you have to explore. It's very slow. At least the first 2.5 hours of the game is very slow.
Now, did you pick that up on PC?
No. I picked it up on Xbox. Why? I could have, but I don't know. I just so far like I'm just Xbox centric right now. Like
I thought it was maybe because every game Ubisoft makes for PC is complete dog shit.
No, no. It's just a preference thing, you know. So and then sometimes I'll go over PS4 and then later on PC, and so like I'm just centric right now on the Xbox One. Because I just picked it up. I just got the Elite, so I'm going to use it.
Oh, you got the Elite controller? How you like it?
Oh, God. It's hard. It's hard to play without it now.
Is it worth $150?
No. Because, it's. I can't go back to the standard though.
Now, has your multiplayer like experience? Is it so much better now? Like, does it make you more have an advantage? Is that?
Yeah, like a lot of this is just preference, but like me, I try to like reflect reality, It does give you an advantage because you don't have to let go of that right thumbstick. I'm using my ring finger and my pinky to do, a lot of button play. And so reloading while jumping and spinning around, I don't have to let go of anything, you know. Um, it's just it is crazy. So to me, the way I feel like the $150 again is to take advantage of the guys who are the early adopters. If that controller hits $99, you have to get it. You really
Okay.
should. I mean, the quality is amazing. The weight's amazing. Is it worth 150? That's up to you. I think they're just taking advantage of the early adopters of it.
Well, they
Um,
had 5 that came back at my local Best Buy. I was thinking about grabbing it while I was there because they haven't had them in my area. And I was
yeah.
sitting there and I was like, because okay, for example, what turned me off and I didn't get it that day. I never had a gaming headset until this generation. I had
Hmm.
finally got the gold wireless. But you know what I've heard about this? Oh, you can hear full Call of Duty footsteps. You can hear this, that, this. This didn't change my fucking multiplayer. It didn't make me any better. Like, at
Yeah.
so
This
that's where I have to maybe play it. The only way I'm gonna play it if I buy it, but I just
yeah.
can't drop $150 on a controller. Maybe a like a fight pad or something, but
Well,
not. I don't know.
Well, because I got like the Turtle Beach 4X20, that was also 150, and I'm like, because it's wireless, it's completely wireless. I mean, it's just a dongle. So I need to be wireless when I'm on the Xbox or whatever console. But to me, when I realize when you first hold that Elite controller, it feels awkward. It's almost like you have to relearn how to play a little bit, and I haven't had that feeling in fuck over a decade, you know. And so it's after 10 hours, I try to go back to the standard and I couldn't. Like
Oh,
subconsciously, I got really like, yeah, it's like memory power. It's like it's there. So it's hard for me to go back to the standard because now I'm used to the ring and the pinky, or the what they call it, the sliders or the trackpad or slide pad. I forgot what the fuck it's called. The
so
pedals.
once you go
Uh,
black, you never go back. Is that what you're telling me here with the controller? The black
yeah.
way?
Yeah, and plus, I mean, you really with the triggers, you can have the trigger stop halfway. So when you're in the first person shooter, you don't have to have that full injection. I mean, you can just stop halfway, and it really does give you a slight edge. Is it going to make you a champion? Absolutely not. But you will notice it because I was very conscious of how I was reacting to the controller, and the first hour or two, I didn't like it. I was like, this is just odd. It's just weird, and but after 10 hours or so, it clicked in, and it's hard for me to go back to the standard. Actually, it really is. So if it's $100, I mean, don't hesitate, man. Just pick it up.
How much did
Just
you
pick it
get
up.
for 150 or?
Oh, I got the elite package.
Oh, okay. Oh, you bought the Elite.
Yeah.
Oh, so you bought the console too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. You traded in
Yeah.
your Xbox
So
One and got that, or did you keep?
no, yeah, I got two Xboxes.
Oh, okay.
So
Damn.
my wife has one. Yeah, my wife has one. She got the white one. She got the Gears of War package, and then I got the elite package. So we've both been playing it, So that's why I got Primal on there. But like with Primal, like I noticed it started off slow. The graphics. I don't know. It's a very different art style. It's not as beautiful as, let's say, Uncharted 4. But it is a little slow, and it's based on crafting and exploring. I love the exploring. Um, but the size of the environment, like the atmosphere. I mean, they really made you feel like you're fucking back in BC. Like whoever, I don't know, like who did the environment, the fog. I mean, I've never seen that much AI. I mean, not only that you have to be worried the tigers, the lions, and bears. Oh my! I mean, you have to be worried about the fucking hawks as well. So you're surrounded by danger at any moment. And then on top of that, you have like the other primals who they're also very intelligent. I mean, I've never seen that much AI in an environment before. You know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty
So,
cool.
did you play 4, Far Cry 4?
No, I have not, sir.
Because 4, the problem I have with 4, the game has good gameplay and everything, but it's just when you get into
Hmm.
the story is just so hard to get into, and the main character, you see him in the beginning of the game, and then the only other time you do any interaction with him is on the radio.
Oh, but
Yeah.
here it's like it really is like survival. I mean, like they really made you feel like you have to fucking survive. And you craft your own stuff, and the crafting's pretty easy. It's pretty basic. Plus, you can upgrade your crafting, and then you have to choose your perks. What's more important to you. But like
So
what I'm starting to notice, it's huh?
would you recommend it to somebody?
For only 2 hours gameplay, I don't know. From what I played, I like someone asked me that too. I said so far so good. Is it worth 60? I don't know. If from the 2 hours I got, would I pay 60 again? Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
would. Yeah. It's not like I don't know, like how you kind of regret the purchase. No, Prime would know if I would repurchase it again, I would just based on the 2 hours. If it was a 2 hour demo, and then still I would still purchase it. I like what I'm feeling so far. That's the environment, and that just started. It just literally started. Like I finally made it to the open part, and it's pretty fucking cool. It really is.
All right. Um, cool. At least I got somebody that played it, so I might end up picking up eventually. I don't know. See, there's so many games like this week coming up. I finally get to play Heavy Rain. I'm gonna get it either Tuesday or Friday. I
Right.
won't get to play it till Friday probably, so I get Friday. Then Mortal Kombat releases the combat pack for Leatherface and all them, and then the next week's the Division. Then UFC's coming, so I don't know if Far Cry Primal. I mean, I just don't. I'm gonna get it, but I don't know if I want to spend 60 on it. I don't know, because I don't know. The problem is I don't know when I'm gonna play it. By the time I do decide to play it, it could be $30 on the market. See,
Yeah.
that's the problem nowadays. I'll buy a game when it comes out, but I won't play that game until down the road. So should I just wait and buy it then? You know what I'm saying? Like Bloodborne, I didn't play that until way later on, and I could have got that for $20 at Black Friday, and I paid full 60 day one.
Well, yesterday, and I told Demon Ralph this on Green Man Gaming, they have Primal for $33
Oh,
so on Green Man Gaming, which is kind of like like CD keys,
is that
places like
that's for
that.
PC though, right?
Yeah, Green Man Gaming is it's a digital store. It's a place where you can also buy like PC games. Primal was on there for $33, but it's slight delayed on the PC because it comes out March 1st.
Oh, okay.
But you still can purchase the game, enter the key, and then when it comes out, it's already, you just hit start. So on greenmangaming.com, it's on
And
there for 33.
they have Xbox and PS4 digital stuff.
I didn't know. My wife showed it to me on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man, for all the information on Far Cry. Is anybody in the cast, what game, or anybody picking up any games coming up, or is anybody Heavy Rain? Is anybody gonna get
Um, the only game I'm thinking about getting is Super Hot. That's it.
Super Hot? Huh? What's that on? Is that on Xbox or?
It's supposed to be on Xbox, but I don't think it released yet. I think it's on PC only right now, and then it's gonna come to Xbox later. I don't see it on. I'm on my Xbox now.
What is?
It's a first person shooting game, but the way it works is like if you move, time moves. So if you stand still, time is slowed down.
Is that the game that Icy Rhythm showed off in his video?
I don't know. I don't watch either.
Or I think he did, or Fail to Listen did a video about it. I think that was the game. Is it coming to PC?
It's already out on PC.
Okay.
I know Demon Ralph was trying to stream it last night, but I think it kept turning off or something.
He said it was it $25 that game?
Yeah, it's $25. Like basically, the way the game works is pretty cool. It's like, like you shoot someone. If you shoot someone, they die in one bullet. You do too, but you can like possess other people. So like I could shoot. Like if you're shooting at if the enemy was shooting at me, I could possess the enemy. So now I'm that guy. So I just shot, and he's me now. So technically, I shot him, and you can like throw your gun at somebody, and when you throw it, like they'll die, the gun will fly in there, and it's all slowed down. You can catch the gun, shoot them in the face. Like if you look at it, it's a really stylized game. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
it's not that long of a game, but it's more of a game that you play for. It's like Hotline Miami, if you will. You keep playing it to master like the mechanics and do it faster and get higher scores. It's like an older school type game. You know, you don't. It's not really a plot behind anything really. There's nothing real deep about the game, but it's just.
He was saying in his video he felt it should have been $15 or something for some reason. I guess he didn't feel there was enough stuff there or something.
Who, Demon? Because he was trying to stream it last night.
No, failed to listen.
Oh, well, yeah, because I remember last night Demon Ralph was trying to stream it, but we all know, you know, Demon Ralph got that Walmart PC, you know. Just fucking with him. No, he just had technical difficulties, but from
PC Master Race.
yes, the best looking Broken Delay edition. Yes.
So Grimhachi had all them games that's coming out. Doom, Quantum Break. That's the only game you're looking forward to is Super Hot?
Well, I'm not really even. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking forward to Super Hot. I mean, it's really just you know, like Doom is like what Doom is gonna play like the other game. So the Wolfenstein shit. So.
What about?
I play Wolfenstein.
What about Uncharted? Well, you don't have PS4. I'd say Uncharted 4, but then you'd say that that's probably just gonna play like the other ones. Quantum Break.
I mean, I'm gonna get it. Probably not day one, but I mean, when someone asks me what am I looking forward to, it's not like I'm sitting here like, yo, man, I can't wait for this to come out. Really, it's not that many games like that anymore. You know, I've been playing games since I was like. I've been really playing games since like 3 or 4 years old, but I've been playing games like right when I was around 2. I was losing, but I was playing them. I've been playing games for so long, I don't get excited like I used to.
I've been playing since I had a controller halfway up my mom's crotch. All right.
Halfway up my mom's crotch. I mean, it's not like, don't get it wrong. I'm not saying games is horrible. I'm just saying that my excitement, I'm not giddy or anything. I'm not sitting here, oh, I can't wait for this game to come out. It's because it's just like reading a story. You realize that a lot of stories are similar to one another, so it's like, you know, you may read a good book, but I mean, stories don't change. It's the same shit. Just
so
someone else wrote it.
When Wrigley Brothers rolls around and the circus is there, you're not still excited like when you're little when you see elephants run by and shit?
Oh, honestly, when I was little, I was never that into the circus. But, yeah.
No. Man, like getting cotton candy and all that stuff. I thought that was fun.
Cotton candy tastes nasty.
I get excited over stuff I got excited as a kid. I mean, I will say this. The last time when I got a console day one that I was happy about was the N64. But I'll say one thing. I was happy when I got the Wii U day one for some reason. Because I don't know. I was wanting to play it I thought Nintendo did right, but they didn't. I was happy when I got the Wii U. I was last time. I have to be honest and say I was last time I was excited when I got a console. Was the Wii U.
Wait.
Yeah,
why can't you say that without laughing?
No, it's
what's so funny? Tell me, what's so funny, Dave?
That's what happened after the console release.
Oh shit, he fucked up, son.
But the N64 before that was the N64. Well, no, the PlayStation. I was excited about that too. But the N64, I remember I was having dreams about it. And same thing with Super Nintendo. Like Street Fighter, I was having dreams about Street Fighter 2. I love that shit. I mean, I don't get excited when a game, like, I don't run home to play it, but there's excitement there. You're a gamer. You get excited. Like, I'm excited The Conjuring 2 is going to come out, the movie. I want to see it. Batman versus Superman. Yeah. I'm excited for Quantum Break. I'm excited for Uncharted 4. Even though I'm saying I'm excited, but I'm looking forward to it. That's what I'm meaning.
Well, my excitement comes probably when I get it. Not before. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if I get a game and it's like Sunset Overdrive, I always felt that was going to be a great game, and that was probably one of the last couple of games where I was like looking forward to getting it, and you know I got it. It came up to live up to my expectations. So you know I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. It's like Crackdown 3. I like Crackdown. My excitement for it isn't really there, but I'm pretty sure once I get the game, like, it'll come to me. But right now, I mean, it's just trailers. I don't really feel any type of.
Well, I mean, games are so damn close. Like divisions here, pretty much. It's gonna be the 8th. It'll be here before you know it. Same thing with UFC. Like now, one game I can say I'm really excited for is UFC. I can't wait to play that. And it's the same. It's probably gonna be like the other ones, but they changed. Well, not really, not how they did the game, but it's still UFC. But I'm excited. I'm happy.
Dave, would you buy UFC if it was episodic?
I buy it anyway. I played that beta, just the welterweight division, all week long, like for hours on end. I was sitting there playing it. It was so fun. I love the game. I play UFC, the last one, every day usually, at least for the past since I got it.
Hey, what console do you have that first UFC game on?
PlayStation.
I got it on the Xbox, but I don't know how to play it.
Well, believe it or not, I have to give him. I have to be honest here. And he's been all right with me. How I learned to play, I learned from One Stop from Gamers and Procrastination, and Blackula. They all three of them taught me how to play it. It does take. It's a learning curve in that game. It wasn't like now the ground game. Most people, when you get online, they will not even try to take you to the ground. So, I mean, I know enough with the ground. The ground is very technical in this one. But the new one, they casualized it, which is for the better with the ground game. Like, when you go to the ground, they're going to give you all these options of things to do. It's more like who's fighting for to do it first. But the stand-up, like, if I swing a punch at your head, you have to block the head or block your bottom, like your lower half. Like, you can't just hit L2 or R2 like the other one and block your whole body. But if I go in wailing on you in the first one, you're going to eventually buckle down where you can't block. And the main thing is always watch your stamina. Like Big Red taught me that. He said always watch your stamina. Like if your stamina is real low, and Procrastination taught me too, because I'm real bad with that. I'll get my guy winded, and that's when you're vulnerable. And then somebody can just flash punch you, and it's really cool in the new one. Like somebody could fucking right hook you and fucking flip you, and it looks it's really cool.
I give props to guys who play that game because I got the demo, and I really, really missed, like all of a sudden, I really missed the manual. I was like, this, because you know what I mean. You want to go back and look at like, damn, how did I do that fucking back kick again and all that shit? That shit is complicated, man.
You can do like I could run off the cage and fucking Superman punch somebody. The new one's really cool. The stuff you can do. But the new one, like it is so many different fighting divisions. There's like 2 women's. There's like 8 different divisions, I think, if I've seen correctly, but there's so many fucking fighters in it. It's unreal. And then you get Mike Tyson as a pre-order. They're going to put him in, because they're going to have just a knockout mode where I believe it's just stand-up. And a lot of people just like that. They just want to go and stand up and just fight each other. Because some people, but, I mean, it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to do good this time. I guess last time when the last one came out, it was fucked up. See, I didn't get the last one until like 6 months later because everybody said it was all messed up. By the time I got it, everything was fixed and it works pretty good. But there's moves that they can fucking spam. Like they can get on top of you where you can't get them off you, and that drives me nuts sometimes. Maybe I just don't know how to do when they start doing that. Like sometimes I can get somebody in a clinch and just knee the fuck out of them. They don't know how to get out of it. Now the new one I ran into that, I couldn't get out of it. I didn't know what to do to get out of it. But the new one I heard, they're gonna train you. The training's better. There was some gaming news that came out on it today. What did they say? Something about UFC. Let's see what it said. It was over here. If I could find it. Metal Gear. Maybe I missed it. Hold on. Something about it's going to be easier. Oh, here it is. EA Sports UFC 2 is easier to learn because it teaches you how to fight. Now, the last one, it showed you basics, and it didn't show you enough. Neither of us could take much more punishment. Our bodies battered, our faces bloodied. We slowed things down and began circling each other in the octagon. Yeah, Polygon just released that 7 hours ago. It's going to be more in-depth, a tutorial, I think, and I think people will like that. They're casualizing it more, which would be good for the ground game, because the ground game is really hard in the one that's out right now. You got to know how to do the reversals. Like if somebody's going to do a side, like do like a spin or something. You got to know, you got to counter that. It's very technical, you know.
And visually, did they make a big improvement or a slight?
I'll be honest with you. The last one to me looked really good. This one it does look better, you know. But I think the last one, I thought that, in my opinion, on the PS4 was one of the best looking games. You know, it looked really good.
Was
But
there
this
new
one, when you knock somebody out, it looks like they fucking like they hit the mat, they're out. Like it looks real.
And the animations are better, or?
Oh yeah, the animations are better in the new one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I mean, everybody wants a fight night, another fight night, but what are they going to do a fight night on? Are they going to do it on Mayweather? You gonna have just Mayweather in the game with a bunch of nobodies, or or do a Legends, or you know, like do all the Legends? But they've always done that. I mean, I think we're going to always see UFC. I mean, unless boxing picks up someday down the road. I don't think it will.
Yeah, because boxing is pretty boring, and I think that's the main reason.
Boxing just had it had its time, and UFC just kind of pushed it out of the way, you know.
Yeah.
Did anybody see? This was the most embarrassing fight I've ever seen recently. Bellator basically is a MMA type thing, just like UFC. It's on TV. It's on Spike TV, and they had they had Ken Shamrock versus Hoist Gracie, like their third match, but they're old as shit, and they were fighting, and Hoist Gracie kneed him in the nuts. And I guess then he put him in like a sidearm and had him on the ground and was hitting him like this, and he knocked, you know, the referee stopped it, but Ken Shamrock was like yelling after the match because he got hit in the nuts. And Hoist Gracie said, like, at the decision, like, he said, we used to do, back in the day, it was anything goes. You could hit people in the nuts, it didn't matter. And he just accepted it, you know. He's like, there's rules nowadays. He's like, but it happened. They're so old, they didn't care. And then Kimbo Slice fought Day that One Piece. Oh, he's not here no more. He was talking to me about it. That was an embarrassing match. Like, these guys looked gassed from the beginning. Like, they were out of breath the whole match. Like,
He's
it almost
still
looked
around?
like,
Kimbo Slice is still around?
oh, just watch that fight if you can get a hold of it. You'll laugh when you watch it. Like, they're going, like, when they're swinging at each other, it's like this. Like, they're so like, Kimbo Slice is so out of shape, it's not even funny.
Wow.
Like, it was a bad fight. But basically, Bellator is for the retired UFC people to fight if they still want to fight, or the people that just suck nowadays. But Hoist Gracie did good. He did pretty good. He must have trained. Ken Shamrock, he was great. Those were the guys that started it. Was Ken Shamrock and Hoist Gracie. They were there from the beginning. But that's the podcast, guys. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Gaming news was slow. You know, this week. I mean, Street Fighter's still a big topic, even though I think that's why, because gaming news is so slow.
Yeah.
But thank you, King Grinpachi, for joining as always.
No problem.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Thanos, for joining as always.
Oh, thank you for the shout out. Check out Poppy2K and a YouTuber that I met today. His name is Better Gamer. Check him out. He's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll check him out. Thank you, RXL209, for joining.
A pleasure, as always.
Oh, and thank you for the strategy guide for the Street Fighter. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And Video Game Lover, thank you for joining, as always.
No problem, man. It's good to be here.
All right. Hope you guys come back next time, and later, YouTube.